Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And tipping us off here, a terrific performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Kevin Harlan here along with analyst Greg Anthony. Hey Dave.
Well, Kevin, we know the game's changing, and Steve Kerr says, I'm amazed by the skill level of today's players. But the little things, getting back in transition, boxing out, they aren't as locked in. Most of them didn't have a high school and college coach yelling at them for 8 straight years. So, it's a different world. Guys?
Good perspective from Steve Kerr. DA, thank you. And here's a look at some numbers for Gary Trent.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. We've got Fred VanVleet. Young is out there with Pierce. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Arenas in at the 1 spot. And for the Trailblazers, Ewing is out there with Winslow. Then there's Drexler. Then it's Joe Ingles. And it's Lillard in at the point guard position. And tonight's game, like so many, could come down to the three-point shooting for each team. Greg, there are debates as to whether that style alone can win you a championship in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, there's never a substitute for balance. And coaches and players are too smart. You have to keep your opponents guessing. But leave no doubt, the three-pointer is here to stay.
No hesitation from Fred VanVleet. Assertive off the catch and shoot.
Here's Drexler, and it's sent back by O'Neal. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you got to love that energy.
Now Drexler. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Clock is at 3. Here's Ewing. Shaq with some nice D. It's Young on the wing, covered by Winslow. And Young kicks to VanVleet. Pass to Arenas. Into the lane. Now the feed to O'Neal. No good that time. Excellent D from Drexler. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. It's a 3-point game. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Drexler up top. Unable to get that one. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
They came in focused and ready to play, and despite facing little resistance, they never pulled back.
It's blocked by Shaq.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Lillard kicks to Drexler. Back to Lillard. Inside, they could use a bucket. And there's Clyde Drexler on the assist by Lillard.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Frustrating beginning for them, but we have a long way to go. Now they just need to string together some buckets.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Taking 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. Raptors leading by 6. Outside, Pierce. Young, right side. Screen by O'Neal. And Young kicks to Van Vliet. That's in, coming off the assist. From Young.
3 points.
Van Vliet's got 6 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make a little noise. All right, look who's coming out on the court.
And I'm over here to check out the numbers for Ingles. He's around 6 points per game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
You can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And Kevin, how about his basketball journey? Taking him from Australia to Spain, then Israel, before finally landing in the NBA at age 27. But Joe Ingles was well worth the wait.
And he gets it back. A nice shot by Ewing. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. Leading by 5. Pass to Arenas. Back to Van Vliet. And it's denied. And he recovers it. Here's Pierce. Tries yet again. And O'Neal gets it to go.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Now here's Drexler. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Denver.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
And he grew up playing Australian rules football, and Ingles not afraid to mix it up.
And early in his career, guys would look to attack him one-on-one, but they learned the hard way. He's long, active, and uses anticipation about as well as anybody.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
And it takes a lot to knock O'Neal off balance. A massive player who just fends off the D with ease.
Here's Lillard, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lillard's got his second basket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pierce against Ingles. Nice move. And Pierce finishes inside.
Pierce always been great at just getting into the heart of the defense. Feels real comfortable when he's in attack mode around the rim.
Drexler kicks to Ingles. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Raptors leading by 7. Arenas goes in. The kick out to Young. Shaq with the screen. Takes it inside. Tries again. And the layup is up and in. Shaq's got 6.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
It's time for T-shirts. All right, look who's coming out on the court. Come on.
Simons, he's checked in for Portland. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Drexler's checked in. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. And it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul will give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Van Vliet against Drexler. Ewing, a screen on Van Vliet. Drexler. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. We've got Pierce. O'Neal is out there with Young. Then it's Gilbert Arenas, and it's Van Vliet in at the shooting guard.
And how about O'Neal zipping passes over to his guys, using that height to find open teammates.
Ewing, a screen on Van Vliet. Drexler drives in, and Drexler throws it down home.
I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last strip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. Van Vliet against Drexler. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's O'Neal, and it's Portland with the rebound.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Ewing, a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Drexler. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
And the dunk by O'Neal.
How about the reach of O'Neal there? A huge target for his teammates on these alley-oops.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Ingles can't get it to go.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
First team foul.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Ewing with the block, and they'll keep possession. Van Vliet wide open. A three-pointer, no good.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Drexler. And Steve, you played in a different era. Do you look a little differently at all the hugs and handshakes between opposing players these days?
No, not at all, Kevin. It's just totally different. These guys been knowing each other for a long time, you know, with youth basketball. I think the competition on the court, it speaks for itself, so I think our game is still in good hands.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
They retain possession. Trailblazers trail by 11. Driving the lane. Let's take this chance to showcase the top setup man at the small forward position in the NBA. Fourth, Paul Pierce.
The passes we've seen some of these guys make from the wing, just outstanding, truly gifted distributors.
Teams benefit so much from having these guys at the small forward position that can pass. It's like having 2 point guards on the floor.
That one good for 2. Shaq's got 10 points in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
It's T-shirt Bonanza. Make a little noise. Your Blazer dancer.
Let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Gilbert Arenas. 11th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And yeah, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. He's already come up big in some key games this year. His teammates really feed off his presence, I think. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland, trailing by 13. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
The quick look, no good that time.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut to just 11 on the basket from Clyde Drexler.
And how about the offensive explosion here by Clyde Drexler? Has really developed his skill set. No one's been able to match up with him all night.
The shot by Pierce will not go. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. They get it back. A nice shot by Winslow.
Sometimes it's who wants the basketball most. Winslow comes up with the extra possession and finishes the play.
Stolen by Drexler. Pulls it up. And it's Toronto with the rebound. O'Neal's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And again, no good by Toronto.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Kicks it out to Drexler. Winslow is screen on Van Vliet. Here's Drexler. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. O'Neal's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Got a piece of it.
Good timing by Justice Winslow with the long arm to get a hand on that shot.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
No good on that one. A different look now for Portland. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, you know, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So we got to keep shooting them. Hopefully we start making some of them.
Well, you can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story, things are going well for the Toronto Raptors. And it pains me to say this, but I think we need some insight from Professor Diesel. Secrets to success in the second half?
You want the regular voice of the professor, Ernie?
I'll take whatever you got.
It's easy, Ernie. Whoever decides the EOEP has the extinct advantage.
Wait, the strategy. What is EOEP? What does that even stand for?
Well, I'm glad you asked me, pupil Kenneth. You know this, execute on every possession. It's what I said myself. EOEP, execute on every possession.
Was it just me, or did I hear you say they have an extinct advantage?
Is that what I said? I don't know what I said.
Oh, now, thanks for admitting it.
Oh, we're still on there.
Now let's talk about this matchup. So far, a good start for the Raptors.
They've been knocking it down from three. You have to give the playmakers credit for consistently finding the open guy. And then, of course, their shooters have delivered. If they keep it up, they're going to be tough to beat.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic from Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Trailblazers trail by 6. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Portland, we've got Justice Winslow, Damian Lillard out there with Drexler. Then there's Ewing, and it's Ingles in at the 3 slot. 4 on the clock. Here's Drexler. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. It's him 5 for 12 so far.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
O'Neal is screen on Lillard. Back to Van Vliet. Off target from outside.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
And stolen by Arenas. Passes it to Van Vliet. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Van Vliet's got 11 points.
To counter the size deficiency, Van Vliet has developed an insane number of moves inside.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen by O'Neal. And now here comes Young leading the break. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming.